Welcome to Business Pitfalls and Profits, where we unravel the captivating world of unfamiliar but successful corporations and explore the highs and lows of celebrity endorsements and partnerships in the business realm. Subscribe now to the channel and hit that notification bell so that you'll never miss an episode. And engage with me in the comments. I want to hear your thoughts, your insights, and even suggestions for future episodes. In the past years, the supermarkets have been battling for space in this economy. In this episode, we'll discuss the 2017 merger of Amazon and Whole Foods Market, Kroger and Albertsons merger, which was announced in October of 2022 and is expected to close in early 2024, and then the most recent Aldi and Winn-Dixie and Harveys supermarket merger that was just announced in August of 2023. Let's get into the supermarket sweeps. Out the gate swinging, we got the first one from 2017, Amazon purchasing Whole Foods Market. Now, this was pre-pandemic, but labeled as the largest surprise to the market because Amazon spent more than $13 billion to buy this 40-year-old supermarket chain that was known for its organic merchandise and at times its sky-high prices. So in the grocery world, the purchase was a major event. As was their mission, Whole Foods transformed the grocery industry. From one health food store in Austin, Texas that opened in 1980, it became a household name and changed the entire conversation around groceries. Gary Fine, a former Whole Foods employee, said, Whole Foods was a mission-driven company, and the mission was to change the world, have good stuff, and to change the way people ate. But the demand for organic, natural foods created a problem for Whole Foods. The fact that other supermarket chains was catching on to the game and that the competition could take advantage of the fact that Whole Foods had gotten a reputation for high prices. Conventional grocery stores began to replicate Whole Foods' organic offerings, but at a much cheaper price. In 1997, Whole Foods started a private label line of products called 365 Everyday Value, and the idea was to offer some more affordable items, but it wasn't enough. By the mid-2000s, CEO and founder John Mackey realized that Whole Foods no longer stood out from the crowd. He said in a 2004 interview, when we started out, our ideas was really on the fringe of the culture. And what's happened over time is they've migrated from the fringe to sort of the cool and hip. And now it's entering into mainstream. In 2006, Whole Foods stock dropped almost 40% as competition ate into its sales. In 2008, in the midst of the financial crisis, the stock went down 76%, and John Mackey sold a piece of the company to a private equity group. Whole Foods bumped along for the next several years, but it faced increasing pressure from unhappy investors. And according to John Springer, the executive editor of the trade publication Win-Site Grocery Business, the problem the company was up against was simple. The competition got stronger. Consumers no longer had to go to Whole Foods to get the organic and natural food offerings. So with the announcement of the move in 2017, the acquisition of Whole Foods was the alarm bell that started all of these multi-billion-dollar investments in digital grocery capabilities, says John Springer. In 2018, Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos announced that the company would be cutting prices on hundreds of items at Whole Foods stores, which made them more competitive with other grocery chains and have helped to attract new customers. The acquisition of Whole Foods also had a significant impact on the employees. Amazon raised wages for many Whole Foods workers and introduced new benefits such as paid paternal leave and tuition reimbursement. Here are some points to consider about the 2017 merger of Amazon and Whole Foods. Amazon's acquisition of Whole Foods was a tragic event in the grocery industry. Whole Foods had been a pioneer in the organic and natural food market, but it had lost its competitive edge in the years following. Amazon saw Whole Foods as a way to learn about the grocery business and to launch a larger, more mainstream grocery chain. Amazon Fresh stores are smaller and less extravagant than Whole Foods stores, and they are focused on convenience and affordability. Amazon's ultimate goal may have been to dominate the same-day grocery delivery market as they did with the shipping of home goods and other products. Online grocery shopping is a tricky business because of the need to handle perishable items. Also, Amazon's expansion of Amazon Fresh stores was a way to get food-specific warehouses into every neighborhood, positioning them to fulfill online grocery orders. Also note that Amazon is chasing Walmart, the #1 food seller in America, when it comes to the grocery game. The battle between Amazon and Walmart to consolidate and dominate the fastest growing sector of the grocery business is a far cry from the early days of Whole Foods Market, when it was a small, independent health food chain. In considering all of these things, the grocery industry is undergoing rapid change. The rise of organic and natural foods, the growth of online grocery shopping, and the expansion of Amazon Fresh stores all are contributing to this change. Conventional grocery stores have had to adapt to these changes in order to remain competitive. Next up, we have the Kroger and Albertsons merger that was announced in October of 2022. It is expected to close in 2024. The deal will create the largest grocery chain in the United States with over 5,000 stores and more than 700,000 employees. It's also valued at approximately $24.6 billion. The grocery chain says that the merger is necessary to compete with Walmart, Amazon, and other major companies that have stepped into the grocery business chain. The divestiture agreement is an attempt to address the antitrust concerns and ensure that the merger does not harm consumers. The combined company will have a larger footprint and more resources to invest in new technologies and services. Kroger and Albertsons have agreed to sell more than 400 stores and other assets to C&S wholesale grocers in order to clear the antitrust concerns related to their proposed merger. This agreement is also supposed to be a positive development for them and their employees, as it guarantees that they will remain employed and that their union benefits will be preserved. Here are some points to consider about the Kroger and Albertsons merger. Again, they operate nearly 5,000 stores in 48 states and Washington, D.C. They have agreed to merge for more than $24 billion. And in order to secure regulatory approval about such a big merger, they have agreed to sell more than 400 stores and other assets to the C&S wholesale grocers. The companies will also sell the QFC, Mariano's, and Cars brand names, as well as several private label brands. C&S wholesale grocers will also acquire 8 distribution centers and 2 offices in the deal. They say that the merger will create meaningful and measurable benefits for consumers, associates, and communities, and that the merger is necessary to compete with Walmart, Amazon, and the other major companies that have stepped into the grocery business. The merger will create the largest grocery chain in the United States. Now, it remains to be seen whether the merger will be approved, but it is significant in the development of the grocery industry. Now, just this month in October of 2023, it was reported that Governor Gavin Newsom of California, which is the state most impacted by this merger, vetoed a bill that would have given grocery store workers who are laid off as a result of a merger or acquisition a week of severance pay for every year of their service. The veto came after the governor signed 2 other grocery worker protection bills. Newsom said that he vetoed the bill, Senate Bill 725, because other laws already protect these workers. He cited the state's grocery worker retention law, which since 2016 has required companies that merge or buy another grocery to retain existing workers at least 90 days, and the Federal Worker Adjustment and Retraining Notification Act, which requires companies with 100 or more workers to give them 60 days notice before mass layoffs. He also noted that affected workers could tap into unemployment insurance. These are some key facts about this merger that's in California. Kroger operates 233 stores under the Ralph's, Food for Less, and Food Company brands in California. Albertsons operate 579 stores under their brand, Safeway, Vons, and Pavilion names. The merger could result in 5,750 jobs lost in the LA region. The union that represents many California grocery workers is raising alarm about the potential layoffs. The merger is still under review by antitrust regulators, and if it is approved, it will be the largest grocery merger in the United States history. Now, last but not least, the Aldi and Winn-Dixie and Harveys supermarket merger that was just announced in August of 2023 and is also expected to close in early 2024. This deal will give Aldi a significant presence in the Southeast, where Winn-Dixie and Harveys have a combined 400 stores. The locations include stores across Alabama, Florida, Georgia, Louisiana, and Mississippi. There's not really much to disclose about this merger yet, as the plan was just announced at the time of this recording. But Aldi is a German discount grocery chain that has expanded in the United States in recent years. The company is known for its low prices and limited selection of products. Now, Southeastern Grocers, which is the parent company of Winn-Dixie and Harveys, is a supermarket portfolio headquartered in Jacksonville, Florida. The portfolio was created by Lone Star's funds in September of 2013 and are more traditional supermarkets that offer a wider variety of products and services. Aldi says that it will continue to operate Winn-Dixie and Harveys supermarket stores with the same level of care and focus on quality and service. It says that it will bring its employee-focused culture and above industry average store associate wages to more markets in the Southeast. This acquisition is a testament to Southeastern Grocers' successful transformational journey and the tireless work of its dedicated associates. Aldi and Southeastern Grocers share a long-standing commitment to delivering an exceptional grocery experience and making a positive impact in the communities where they operate. Some stores will be converted to Aldi chains, but other locations will continue to operate as Winn-Dixie and Harvey supermarket stores. They are planning to add 120 new stores nationwide this year in 2023, which will bring its total to more than 2,400 Aldi locations across the country. This acquisition is also a sign of the changing grocery landscape, as traditional grocery stores face increasing competition from discount retailers and online grocers. In conclusion, these supermarket mergers are a hot topic in the news right now, with the proposed Kroger and Albertsons merger being the largest in the United States history. But what does this mean for consumers and workers? On one hand, supermarket mergers can lead to lower prices for consumers. When two large chains merge, they can negotiate better prices with suppliers and pass those savings on to customers. However, there is also the risk that mergers could lead to higher prices, as the merged companies may have less competition. In terms of workers, supermarket mergers can lead to job losses as well. With two chains merge, there is often overlap in operations, which means that some stores may close or some workers may be laid off. However, the merged company may also create new jobs, such as corporate headquarters or distribution centers. Ultimately, the impact of supermarket mergers on consumers and workers is complex and depend on a number of factors that we may not be privy to.
Hope you enjoyed this episode of Business Pitfalls and Profits. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe so that you don't miss our next one. And most importantly, like it, share it with your fellow entrepreneur advocates. And until next time, stay curious and keep thriving.